Hello everyone, Luke Smith here. It is Tuesday the 5th of November, so it's bonfire night. However, it's a weekday, so we're going to do it on Sunday. We're going to do another file reading, this time of Resident Evil Outbreak 2, File 2. Now, the reason for Outbreak File 2 was basically the levels in File 2 they wanted to put into the first Outbreak game, but it was too big, so they had to make a separate game and like make separate storylines for them. Same characters, same gimmicks, that sort of thing. So, first scenario, Wild Things. This was the zoo scenario. Evacuation order. To the citizens of Raccoon City, this is an important bulletin from the Raccoon City Police Department. Incidents of riots and looting are being reported around the city at an alarming frequency. We are doing all that we can to bring the city under control and quell the riots, but we recommend that these civilians or citizens evacuate the area to ensure their safety. We are dispatching helicopters to the following locations. Please bring proper ID and assemble here. Place Zoo Front Gate Tram Terminal. Time today at 10 AM, 3 PM, 6 PM, 9 PM. Tentative scheduled. The area is soon to be cordoned off, so civilians are advised to disperse immediately. Please follow all orders and above all remain calm. Raymond Douglas, Raccoon City Police Department. That was in front of the Elephant Restaurant, near the zoo. On the sign next to the steps in front of the Elephant Restaurant. Joseph's notebook. I guess it's only natural to start forgetting things after having been gatekeeper here for 20 years. Take that code to the front. To the back gate that they change each month. For example, it's only 5 digits, but I still forgot it. I figure the best way is to just set the lock to the first 5 digits of the serial number written on the back of it. That way, all I have to do is flip the lock over and read the number. To be fair, it's actually a good way of setting it. That might seem irresponsible, but I couldn't imagine anyone figuring out that combination is written right on the lock. Well, hopefully no one sees that bit of paper. The problem is whenever or not I'll remember. God, I'm getting old. That was in the Elephant Restaurant area near the zoo. Repair notification. Notice of completion of repairs. The previously reported problem with the flow of electricity within the zoo has been repaired. A test will be run at 9:30 AM to double check the system. The 5 affected areas are as follows: Elephant stage gate mechanism, Terranium dome panels, front shutter mechanism, stage lighting system, crane mechanism. There has been a circuit breaker set up in the office for testing purposes. After the test, power will be routed through normal means. Matthew Regan, maintenance head. And that was in the inner office of the Raccoon City Zoo. Elephant Keeper's Diary. Is this like Keeper's Diary? When I was cleaning up the junk around here, I came across a BGM tape. I played it to see what it was, and it was the old zoo parade theme. According to the old man Joseph, there used to be a big elaborate parade in which they outfitted elephants in Christmas lights up until about 15 years ago. He said Oscar was a star of that parade for years. I let Lloyd have a listen, and he's convinced that it'll be worth money someday. He said that I should dub it while I still have the chance. I think that he's nuts. it might be a good idea to copy it for prosperity. To be fair, that's a good idea. Keep it copied. That's handy. Oscar Shaw has been acting strange lately. He's not sick or anything, but he just won't calm down. He got so excited at feeding time today that he broke part of his cage. Nothing like that has ever happened before. Maybe I'd better have the vet take a look at him. Lloyd's been put on emblem duty this week, so he'll have to stick around longer than usual. He won't stop bitching about it, but he's got it easy, really. That dome is close to the front gate after all. Speaking of which, I guess the dome is getting shut down before the middle of the next month. Towards the middle of next month. They're so damn cheap to tear it down, so it'll probably just sit there for years and rust. What a waste. That was on the elephant stage of the Raccoon City Zoo. Message from management. Lloyd, the new front gate locking mechanism is kind of a pain. Ever since the incident, the folks that live around here has been clamouring for tighter security. We have to listen to them. Anyways, first you've got to check the office to make sure the main power is on. Then you need to put the emblem in the 2 lion statues. That activates a lock. It's pretty intricate for a zoo system, isn't it? Be sure to store the emblems separately. Don't forget the password for the electrical system too. It's changed every week, so be on your toes. This week it's that. I know it's a pain, but I'm counting on you, Lloyd. Raccoon Zoo management, and that is on the path in front of the observation deck, Raccoon City Zoo. Employee evaluation form, August evaluations. That lot. Note: I don't know about that Austin. He's a good hunter, but I don't like him bringing his gun to the observation deck. I told him to take it home and he agreed, but he seemed to be angry. To be fair, with all the shit that's bound to happen in that zoo, you kind of need a gun with you. Show animals boarding house, Raccoon City Zoo. Zoo Pamphlet 1. Raccoon City Zoo News number 551. Hey everybody, it's me, Max the Lion, and I'm in a great mood today because I am getting some new girlfriends. Allow me to introduce them to you. There is Selfie with her beautiful coat, pretty-eyed Anglia, and that pouty-lipped Jennifer. It's a weird way to describe lions, isn't it? They are great. I just feel like jumping out of my cage to celebrate. The best part is that they'll be crashing at my pad until the end of October. Be sure to check me out as I wine and dine these fine felines. Just make sure you give us some privacy on occasion too, okay? Now it's on the stage area in the right hand of the seats. There's a lot of files in the stage areas. Zoo Pamphlet 2. News number 560. Nice to meet you. My name is Murtai, and I'm the new Raphaista who's just bloomed into the Terranium Dome. I think that's a type of bird. I've got absolutely no idea. Have you ever heard of Raphaistas? At now 30 inches across, we are the world's biggest flower. Oh, it's a flower, okay. We only bloom 1 week out of the year, so be sure to drop by and say hi while you have the chance. If you come and see me now, I'll give you a special mascot medal. Collect them to earn free zoo tickets and other prizes. Have fun collecting your medals. I'll be waiting for you at the Terranium Dome. Right, I've got a feeling that that's that flower, that gigantic flower with the stoma thing in the middle, and they absolutely stink, and they only bloom once a year as well. So yeah, I think that is it, and that's in the back alley near the zoo. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that's it. Comet News, October 31st, 1996. Body washes up on the shore of the Ames. Alyssa Ashcroft, staff reporter. The body of an unidentified white male has been found in the Ames River by the Northwest Arcades. At least half a year has passed since the man died, so the body has been impossible to identify. Powerful steroids along with other drugs were found in the body, and police are suspecting foul play. The river has long been used by local pharmaceutical companies as a dumping ground, with links to illegal activities in connection to that have not been ruled out. So in other words, it's bound to be Umbrella, isn't it? Because I know that Umbrella has been operating long before the Raccoon City outbreak. Front gate, Raccoon City Zoo. Memo to Alessa. Miss Ashcroft, there's something I need to tell you concerning my recent contact with you. Monkey, bird, cat, in that order. That's the puzzle thing. At the bestiary in the zoo, where the giraffes, baboons, and orangutans are, there will be a new jungle exhibit built called the Terranium Dome. It contains over 750 species of rare plants, and then some cryptic text that you got to decipher. And that is in the office of the Raccoon City Zoo. Torn memo. Lloyd, the new front gate locking mechanism is kind of a pain. I've already read this one, didn't I? I don't know. Did I read it? Yeah. I've already read that. There's no locations. Okay, so that's on easy. That's on the observation. Yeah, I've already read that. For some, didn't they do it again? I'm not sure. Money Scoop. June 1st, 1998. Raccoon Zoo's bootlegging disgrace. Alyssa Ashcroft, staff writer. A recent inquiry into the finances of Elliot Martin, 67, chairman of the local zoo's board of directors, has revealed shocking news. The Washington Treaty specially prohibits the trade of rare orchid specimens, but Martin has reportedly defied this ruling, according to an anonymous tip from within the zoo. If this is true, many questions arise regarding the funds derived from those sales. This is a new flora exhibit. Is this truly a place for children to dream and learn, or is it merely a legal money-making scheme? That's the thing, because it'll be run by Umbrella, wouldn't it? And that is in the East Concourse. Herb pie recipe. Heal your tired body and soul with this soothing natural pie recipe. Are you forgetting to add herb? Are you forgetting to add herb essences to your family pies? Balanced nutrition and a clean bill of health are yours with these easy to make pies. Ingredients: 2 servings. It's basically ingredients to make a herb pie. That's the thing is, I haven't really played much of Outbreak File 2, so I wouldn't really know if this was an actual item or not. That was in the Elephant Restaurant. Of course, that would be in the restaurant. Okay, Underbelly. Torn memo. I'm glad no one found out that I drink booze in the break room. If they ever find my beer, I'll be sunk. There's not much to do to kill time in the break room. Maybe if someone could bring in a deck, we could set up a card game or something. The furniture in the break room is old. It could really use a new disc. I always end up feeding feeling my face in the break room. Maybe it's time I thought about going on a diet. Supervising the break room is a hassle. I thought I could sure use some free time. The cheap ass chairs in the break room. Why don't they just put in a nice sofa in there or something? I wish they had a TV in the break room. I'll have to test out the idea with the boss and see what he thinks. That's very cryptic. It's like in the break room, all of these things you gotta like examine. Men's staff restroom, employee area of the subway. Yeah, underbelly. That's like a laboratory and a underground tunnel, I think. Ricky's notebook, September 12th. I can't get used to working late. I'm actually afraid of the dark. Why have you decided to work late then? Jim always says that it doesn't make any difference if it's night or day since we're underground, but I was working underground. September 18th. A big ass bug bit me on the back of the neck today while I was inspecting the tunnel. It's swollen and itches like mad. Damn it. September something. Man, it's so dark. Why is the subway so damn dark? Is our light bulb starting to go out? Damn bugs, bite her, I'll kill you all. Kill you. What's that noise? My head, bugs, kill you. Yeah, he's been infected. And that was in the men's restroom east of the subway. Jean's memo. I made it this far, but it's all over now. Everything is getting so dark. Forgive me for being such a piece of shit coward. Forgive me, Kevin Arnold Fred. I'm truly sorry. 0325. So that's a code for something. Yep, this is on like hard mode. So it's in the east ticket gate of the subway. Connector manual. Manually disengaging the connector. Usually the connector is disengaged via the controls at the driver's seat, but manual disengagement is possible in emergency situations. By removing the cover on both sides of the connector, the connection is disengaged. To do so, insert the two emblems, another two emblems, that operate as a key to the mechanism. Match them up to joints in the back and insert. This operation should only be attempted in emergencies. Removing the emblems from the storage and transporting them without due cause is strongly disencouraged. That was in the control room of the employee area. Warning. The cause of last month's onboard fire has been determined. When the train made an emergency stop to avoid hitting debris on the track, a short circuit occurred in the brake system's power supply. To prevent further incidents in the future, a policy has been developed to cut all power to the tracks in the event of an emergency stop. Only after the situation is under control will power be restored. To activate the emergency electrical supply, power must be routed via the breaker room. Each section is requested to run routine maintenance and checks to ensure pre-preparedness. And that was the station master in the breaker room. Old pamphlet. Kite Bros Railway. Oh, Kite Bros again. This is the one that you find in Raccoon City streets in 3 remake. Guide pamphlet, April 1989. 20 years has passed since this line opened here in Raccoon City in 1969. In that time, it has enjoyed the patronage and support of all of its Raccoon City citizens. When the Kite Brothers first started this line, it ran only a mile and had 3 stops. Thanks to the city's economic rejuvenation by the Umbrella Corporation, it now has 8 stations and stretches 8.5 miles. Progress continues at our company as we strive to provide the excellent service that our passengers deserve. Please accept the heartiest of thanks. That is S. Gondinaire, Kite Bros S. PR department. And that was the employee passage of the employee area. Vacuum today. September 11th, 1998. UMA in the Arklay Mountains, an enormous insect measuring the estimate of 6 feet and sporting a formidable set of pincers has been spotted in the West Arklay region. Is that the scorpion? I'm pretty sure it might be the scorpion. Campers has reported the sudden appearance of 2 to 3 of the beasts near their tent, crawling low to the ground. Their hunting dog was attacked and spent 2 weeks under the veterinarian's care. Yeah, that's not the scorpion. I think there was only one scorpion. Graham Barrows, 52, an entomologist and an assistant professor at Raccoon University, insists there is no such insect that could possibly exist. He refers to the rash of sightings as nothing more than mass hysteria. Well, tell that to the dog. East Concourse. Did I just read? Which one did I read? Yeah, I think that's it, yeah. Daily Raccoon, August 30th, 1996. A failed breakout was reported early this morning at the Douglas prison. Outdated security and a poor infrastructure are to blame for the 4th such incident this year. Kyle Brendan, 34, is said to be an acquaintance of Derek Ulzer, 31, and it is suspected that Ulzer masterminded the escaped plot. His lawyers, however, refused to comment on the incident, and that was in the break room. A Wonderful Life, September edition, making the most of Raccoon City's social scene. Notice of limitation of water service. Water service will be limited due to routine maintenance and inspection on September 20th from 1 AM to 6 AM. During the hours listed above, your cooperation is requested in reducing the amount of household water usage to approximately 1/5 of its normal level. Who drinks water at the 1 AM? Also bear in mind that the use of special purifying chemicals warrants extra caution in keeping children and pets away from open sewer access points. Employee passage in the employee area again. There we are. Small notebook. Control room. Drawer. All the letters of the alphabet. And that was in the east ticket gate. Maintenance form. Request for place valve pipe in the pump room. Various pipe repairs throughout. Problems. Overflowing toilets. Water supply shortage. Notes. When the valve is closed, water from the fire prevention system is diverted and the sprinklers fail to function properly. They should be fixed as soon as possible. That was in the pump room. Company memo. Recently the storage room has been the stage for a rash of missing and presumed stolen items. As a result, an electronic lock system has been installed to guard against further theft. For the time being, the lock can only be controlled from a special room. In the unlikely event of a power failure, the lock will engage automatically, but resetting the power in the breaker room unlocks it. It is regrettable that such precautions had to be taken. I expect everyone to thoroughly and sincerely consider their actions from now on. The station master. That was in the breaker room again. I just did that, didn't I? Yep. So that was all from the underbelly, basically the subway run of it. Flashback again. What is a flashback? can't fucking remember. Kurt's notebook. The more I find out about that about that hospital in the mountains. Oh, this is the abandoned hospital, isn't it? Where you get chased by a stalker. In the mountains, it's more unsettling to the whole thing becomes. Details about the mysterious patient deaths are never reported, and details on drug supplies and routes are buried too deeply to uncover. There's no doubt that the local pharmacy claimed Drugs Incorporated are ensnared in the mess as well. The trail is getting harder and harder to follow. What can I do to get to the bottom of this mystery? I devised a plan. First, I must collect as much evidence as I can. It is likely that the experimental drugs are being illegally tested in that hospital. I need to get my hands on some of these drugs and get out. With hard evidence like that on my side, they won't be able to deny anything. But I'm not up against amateurs. I must exercise caution. Tomorrow night I'm going to pay the hospital a little visit. It could be dangerous, but someone has to show them that money and influence isn't the only kind of power out there. And that was in the reception office of the hospital. Doctor's confession. Bit of a longer one. I can hardly recognise this place. Perhaps the plants are subject to the experimental drug's effects. All I know that is that I will die today, and I will go to hell to pay for what I have done. I was one of the doctors involved in the experiments here. The test drugs supplied by Umbrella were routinely administered to the patients, and the results turned to the company. We were trading human lives for money. Told ya, Umbrella Hospital, they got loads. Their scheme has run off the tracks. That they were completely out of control. I've only recently come to know that the data was apparently being used by Umbrella for the development of biological weaponry. We are all criminals here, but the administrator alone has the ultimate motivation in his wife. Her disease has been declared incurable, and the prognosis has driven him to try any and all means to try and help her. It wasn't long until the police got wind of the illegal drugs import, but they never pressed charges as threatened. That's when I first become aware of Umbrella's power. They even control the police. That's the thing, because it's Keith Brian Irons, isn't it? He'd never let Umbrella go down. After that happened with the reporter, we thought the hospital could no longer slide beneath the media's radar. We were wrong. Money makes the world go round, and it also keeps people quiet. That's Raccoon Press, isn't it? That's the building that you go into in Resident Evil 3. It's been 5 years since then. I moved away from Raccoon, but I still hear the screams. They never stop. Perhaps this insanity is some sort of divine punishment for my crimes against humanity. I doubt anyone will ever read this, but it doesn't matter in the end. Nothing matters now. I've had enough of this. All of it. All I want now is sweet release. Alan. So did he commit suicide after that? I'm not quite sure. Where was I? Oh god. Was it? Oh yes, it's Doctor's Confession. There we are. Administrator Office 1. Okay, Administrator's Diary. Okay, there's 2. I better read them in order. So let's read them. The first one. It's been 5 years since my wife died. They say that time heals all wounds, but that is absurd. It only gets worse with each passing day. It will linger forever. That is true. If you lose your loved one, things do not get better. Things get worse. There is no hope left anymore. None. Oh Dorothy, why did you have to leave me behind? I keep going back to the hospital. I can't forget her. The experiment has been covered up and swept under the rug, but I have no feeling of closure. I came across a mysterious plant growing in the intensive care unit in the basement. My wife's voice echoes in my head. Am I imagining things, or could it be? I decided to view this plant as Dorothy's reincarnation. If I convince myself that Dorothy's wish came true, maybe my own burden of sadness will be lightened. 1 week has passed. Dorothy has grown and now stretches beyond the basement. A large cluster of her has grown like a bulb in the basement. I enjoy feeding it birds, dogs and other animals that I hunt down for her. For my Dorothy, my life feels full again. This is good. I'll live out the rest of my years here with her. And that was in the auxiliary building F3. So the Administrator's Diary 2. Since she's gotten her vines around that treat, oh god, who did he feed her? Her growth has been incredible. She's already consuming nearly the entire building and her appetite is only growing. That's why the building is crumbling. 3 more today. Campers, young, practically kids. Feed them kids, Jesus. The arrogant pricks thinks the world owes them a favour. Spoilt, rotten bastards that they are. Kids today are all like that. They said that they were lost. I offered to guide them. I took them down to the correct path. Perhaps the only time that they done anything right in their miserable lives. 1 more during the day. Another this evening. One of the bastards had a shotgun and got a couple of shots. Got a couple of good blasts off before I could take him down. Didn't hurt though. That's the thing, because like this guy's infected. That's why he can't die. Hell, I don't even feel cold or the heat anymore. I don't even get hungry. Perhaps I'm not even human anymore. Well, what's wrong with that? Anything that helps me protect Dorothy. Can't be that bad. No new visitors today. I sure would like to hear you laugh again. Dorothy, why are you crying? Where does it hurt, baby? Don't worry, I'm here with you. And that's in the F1 hall. Botanist notebook. March 15th. I can hardly explain my surprise at finding this abandoned cabin. The strong vines, the giant tropical flowers, I was convinced that I had discovered a new species. March 18th. Rick and I decided to set up camp right here. Oh, this is about the campers, isn't it? The hikers. So that we could begin research and take samples. It is imperative that this site remains secret. March 19th. It is no good. The plants seem to possess a will of their own. They move as if controlled by intelligence. They have blocked the only door to the cabin. March 20th. There is no way out of this place. If it all comes to it, I can use my satellite phone as a last resort. We have a week's worth of food left. It's best to just wait it out for now. Rick swears up and down that he can sense human presence here. He's likely hallucinating. Meanwhile, I managed to drop my phone and break it. I can no longer care about the new plant species. I just want out of here. There's a room that appears to be a pharmacy here. I found a tank full of medicine or chemicals in here. The vines around it has begun to wilt and decay. There's a knob-like protrusion part of the vine climbing up the wall. Is much more tender than the other parts of the plant. I used a syringe to inject it with the medicine. It worked. We can get out of here now. So that's like basically saying, because like you do get needles like syringes, and you use them on these like bulb things, and it makes them disappear, and you can get through. Rick is dead. He was killed. Who is that freak? Why is he attacking us? Talking about the doctor again. Bianca, Jesse, please forgive your father for dying before you. I'll always love you. That was in the locker room of the hospital. Clinical report. Oh god, all of them fucking things. Test subject Doug Frost, age 68. Administration date. It's basically saying that he's got cancer cells destroyed, and he's got an appetite. Basically using a virus on him. Yeah. That's in the administrator's office. I'm pretty sure that's the guy with the axe, the Dorothy's husband. Pharmacist memo. Solvent use. This solvent is used as a component in anesthesia or to break down cells during surgery. Before use, it must be dilated between 1/50th and 1/100th of its normal strength. Store it at room temperature, and always be sure to close the tank tightly after use. If left in a high temperature for an extended period, the potency will increase. Only use a special syringe to extract fluid, and do it ever so slowly. Do not drink or touch it. Do not breathe in the volatile vapors. That's in the pharmacy. Mountain safety report. Let me just check my recording levels. Yeah, that's fine. Notice of fall winter disclosure. Effective dates September to December. In recent years, accidents and missing persons cases has been on the rise in the northwestern Arklay Mountains. This, along with the fog at high altitudes, is why the old path will be closed this season. Barring local citizens' extreme emergencies, it is advised that the old hiking paths will be avoided at all costs during the allotted time frame. Mountain Safety Commission Chair. Now it's in front of the cabin, Forest 1. Raccoon Today. September 6, 1998. A ghost sightings of a mysterious masked figure in the northwest Arklay Woods on the rise. The bloody remains of crows and wild dogs has also been showing up near river banks in the area. The whole region has been swept up in hysteria, and a mood of fear and paranoia is prevalent. Long-time residents insist that it's the ghost of a patient from the nearby hospital that closed down 5 years ago. Are these bizarre sightings just a taste of things to come? Yep, talking about that guy again. Hospital back gate, Forest 4. Daily Raccoon. September 9th, 1998. Gun shop robbery. Early in the morning of September 8th, the McLeod gun shop on St. Clement Street was robbed by two male subjects. $800 and several firearms are reported missing. Within 20 minutes, the police has located and arrested the two men for questioning. Well, that's quick. The suspects are Samuel Kirk, 37, and Nathan Donnelly, 33. As of this date, no evidence has been uncovered regarding the suspects' identities or histories. Police say that they will continue to be held for further questioning. Alessa Ashcroft, staff reporter. That was in the main building of the F2 Hall. Anesthesia's memo. Prepare by 7 p.m. tomorrow. Indent v. Anesthesia. Minion John 150. Okay, it's basically how to prepare, that sort of thing, and when to. That was in the examination room of the hospital. Sealed letter. Mr. Albert Lester Greb Mueller. An envelope was tightly sealed. Administration's office. Name tag. Lucy Mallet, 72 Houston Street, Raccoon City. That code. Date of birth 6/2/94, blood type A, at the riverbank. So that's basically a name tag of, I'm guessing, one of the victims. Desperate times. This is in the this is in the police station. They had a police station scenario in this one. Marvin's memo. The police station was originally used as an art museum. It closed in the late 80s and was purchased cheaply by the RPD for use as a police station because of its central location and ample parking. Chief Irons himself has said to have been the mentor in the deal. All of the equipment you see around was thanks to his suggestions too. He says that it's all to fight crime, but we also think of his art obsession helps. The various air conditioning ducts used during the building's time as a museum were abandoned during the renovations, but not completely. The ducts themselves still exist, and they might provide a way out. There's always the main hall with the statue in it. It used to be the main exhibition space, and there was probably a way to move the large pieces in and out. Perhaps it still works, might be worth checking out. Of course, if you trust stars, no, forget it. There's no use grumbling. Anyway, there might be some chance of getting it out with their help. Maybe I'll check it out. I certainly don't want to die here. And that was in the east office of the police station. Resume envelope. Raccoon City Police Department. Brian Irons. Leon S. Kennedy. Private information enclosed. The envelope is tightly sealed, and that's in the east office as well. Bizarre case file. Case 1. Location: Arklay Mountains, eastern area. Details: a family of 3, mother, father and child, were found slaughtered by an unknown assailant or assailants. Their bodies were covered in what's to appear as bite marks, and their internal organs has been harvested. That's zombies. Case 2. Location: Mendez River Dock area. Details: a body of a 39-year-old man found on the riverbank with portions of his flesh eaten away. Closer examination revealed that he was surrounded by carcasses of wild birds and hares. Eyewitnesses point to suspicious character in blood covered in clothing nearby. Case 3. Location: Arklay Mountains, Lenday household. Details: the bodies of a slain elderly couple were found covered in blood with their necks bitten into. Scraps of what appear to be meat were found in large quantities with both their digestive systems. It is unknown if a third party was involved. This is either zombies or zombie dogs. That was in the East Hall, F1. Emergency Orders A. Operation Mop Up. Contents: set bomb in town square, set barricades. Time: today from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. Personnel: 6 officers. Notes: though rescue is preferred when possible, permission is granted to shoot to kill if necessary. Notes 2. Evacuate the area immediately following the detonation and await further instructions from headquarters. And that's the underground parking garage. Emergency Orders B. Evacuation. Contents: conduct evacuation of citizens to premeditated locales. Time: today 7 p.m. Personnel: 2 officers. Notes: inform uncooperative citizens that you cannot guarantee their safety. Again, that's in the Eastern Office. Police diary. September 19th. I have become acquainted with a strange old man named Thomas. He works at the Hazardous Waste Disposal Centre out back. He seems like a nice old guy who loves chess. In fact, he loves chess so much that he's fashioned all his work keys to look like chess pieces. We were set to play last night, but he cancelled on me. I don't know if he has eczema or what, but he said that his old body was itching and raw. Poor old guy. September 23rd. As expected, Thomas was quite the chess expert. Didn't I read this in the previous video? I used to consider myself to be a fairly good player, but he wiped the floor with me. What's strange that he ate like a maniac the whole time that he was playing. He kept inhaling those rare roast beef sandwiches he had brought with him. He looked really pale too. I sure hope the old guy's okay. September something. The diary ends abruptly here. I'm pretty sure this was like in the first Outbreak as well. I can't remember though. Night duty room. Was that? Yeah, that's it. Police notice. Attention, all officers and staff. In response to the increasing crime rate of the city, the station's security system has been upgraded. This will not only help us, but also law-abiding Raccoon City residents. Starting this month, our focus will be on the riot suppression nerve gas canisters that has been prepared. Additionally, sensors to check ID tags will be implemented to permit entry only to those authorized. The sensors are sensitive and will likely require frequent adjustments. Please be certain to use this new equipment properly. Chief Brian Irons. That is in the main hall of the police station. Secret file. Oh Jesus Christ. Fax, copy of receipt, tax dollars, recheck personal assets. Can I get out of this station? Yeah, and it looks like what Brian Irons has been paid or has paid. Confiscated memo and customer file, September 11th. You can make it out Brian Irons from a raised portion. Yeah, this is what he was paid by Umbrella to keep secrets. Eastern office. Station memo. The recent rearrangement of items and furniture may have resulted in supplies being shifted to new locations. Please check this memo to confirm. Transferred items, combination safe 2. Second floor Stars office, F1 East office, number F1 East office, second floor Stars office, number. Please note the above changes. And that's basically the codes for the safes. That was in the reception desk. That was that one, wasn't it? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, this is the last one. End of the road to the actual final stage, and it actually completes the saga of Outbreak. Internal memo. About the fire shutter lock system. The fire shutters automatically close in the event of an emergency. To open one, you must enter the 3-digit code on the control panel. All shutters within the facility are operated on the same password for security purposes. The code is changed every 24 hours. Employees should check their computers each morning for the new code. Now it's in the reference room, Umbrella Research Facility. Experiment file. Handling experimental lifeform T04OOTP, known henceforth as T. Evacuation procedure. While maintaining pressure and temp settings, transfer the activation program to T's memory cortex. When the program has installed itself, control is established. The activation program MO disk must be inserted into the proper terminal. Because of its top secret nature, the disk is encrypted with a security code. It must be unscrambled in the mainframe room before its insertion. Experiment outline. Hand-to-hand fighting with hunters will be used to determine the amount of damage T is able to withstand. This is also useful in measuring the authority of control program. Supplementary notes. The experiment is approved to those under optimum conditions in the experimentation chamber. Safety is not guaranteed if performed outside conditions and locations prescribed. That was in the observation mezzanine. Memo to Carter. Carter, the remote control you ordered is ready. It was really hard to tune the frequency so as to not disrupt other machinery operating nearby. As I explained before, you need to be within 6 feet of the target and hold each button for 2 seconds, or longer for the signal to transmit properly. These compromises were necessary due to the unit's size. But Jesus, do you really plan to use this thing? Oh well, as long as you pay what you promised, I can't complain. Just be careful, okay? Jeffrey. And that was in the special research room. That's the thing, because it's basically the tyrant, you know, the trench coat guy. That basically goes after Leon and Claire in the in Resident Evil 2 and 2 remake. And that's a special remote control that they use to control him, like a certain version. So yeah, remote control tyrant. Experiment participants, and yeah, everyone who's an experiment. special research room. Regent refinement file concerning AT-1521. The reagent known as that, hereby known as AT, is designed to slow the spread of the T virus to infected individuals. AT is only effective for those who have yet to exhibit symptoms of the virus. It does not eliminate the virus if it's already in the bloodstream, but only will suppress it, and it slows its progress. So how quick, like if you get bitten, right, I'm pretty sure that will enter your bloodstream straight away, unless it's airborne, which again it will enter it straight away. AT has enjoyed a 99.91% success rate in the lab mice against the T virus, which has no actual cure. It remains as the only method of control and suppression available. Details on its refinement are listed below. Only under the most extreme of circumstances is this information allowed to leave the company grounds. Michael Jenkins. There are dozens of pages attached containing medical scientific terminology and imperceivable to laymen. So in other words, gibberish. Examination room. Raccoon Today, June 10th, 1998. Illegal art ring. Defunct local art museum Rams, which closed last February, has allegedly sold some 200 stuffed wildlife specimens in the auction block. Sculptures, paintings and other pieces are accounted for and had been sold to private collectors and legitimate museums, but no information concerning the specimens has emerged. The police are demanding that the auctioneer replenish inventory list, confirming their whereabouts. Such specimens are banned from sale by auction, and rumours of endangered species in this batch are rampant. That was in the Central Passage 4. Settings screen. Main setting, maximum output, basically things. I think you need this as a part of a puzzle as well. That is in the laser immersion room. Memo scrap. Handle processing 6-4 maintenance room, floodgate control room. Researchers Journal, 2nd of September. The cultivation tanks has been breaking frequently this month during experiments. Yesterday a co-worker needed 30 stitches as a result. Something needs to be done. September 8th. A titanium tank frame has been installed to reinforce the cultivation tanks in the unlikely event of another breakage. The doors are set to lock automatically to isolate the threats. Once the lock is set, it will only open when the sensors indicate that a life form in question is dead. This ensures that any dangerous life forms are contained within the room with no chance of escape. There are 2 ways to open the lock. If the life form sensor is not deactivated, the door will remain locked until the creature dies. Short of an unlikely suicide, this method is unreliable. September 16th. We have recently taken on a new subject, the Hunter MU, a smaller version of the regular Hunter. A number will be in our care for 2 weeks starting today. The computer system has issued warnings that power level is insufficient for proper containment. We prepared a store of weapons for emergencies. I certainly hope they go unused. And that was in the nursery. Daily Raccoon, April 2nd, 1998. High levels of toxins in local water. That's fluoride, isn't it? According to a local environmental group, recent tests of the Montreal water system and local streams has revealed shockingly high levels of dangerous toxins. A significant increase of their level of contamination over the last year or so has been prompted many to demand a thorough investigation into a local environmental protection laws. And that was in the maintenance room of the water treatment plant. Delivery permit. General Manager Tommy Nielsen. Permission granted for the following: cargo that contains organic test subject, storage time 48 hours, recommended temperature 5 to 113 Fahrenheit, humidity 5 to 85%, astrometric pressure 86 to 106 kPa. Supplementary notes: cargo must be kept in a low oxygen environment, no greater than 14% saturation level. Avoid long periods of exposure to open air inside the helicopter urban downtown area. That might be the Tyrant, because that's like the last boss. Money scoop. 1st of August 1998. Cements for run for office. Economist and lecturer Joel Clements, whose best-selling book The Other Side of the Coin is rocketing up the charts, has officially announced his intention to run for city councilman. Said Clement, 48. If my knowledge and experience with economics can't illuminate the city, then nothing can. His voice is full of confidence. He then smiled broadly to the crowd. As corporate scandals and rampant unemployment rock the citizens of Raccoon City, perhaps Clements has what it takes to bolster the local economy. And that was in the North Waterway and the residential area. CTS manual. Mine detector outline. This device is designed for the detonation of Claymore anti-personnel mines. When detected, an alarm will alert the user. The alarm denotes distance by decreasing the time between beeps. As the device is placed in closer vicinity to the mine in question, caution must be exercised when intercepting the alarm sounds. Only qualified personnel may deal with the mine's removal and disposal in emergencies. However, a mine may be detonated from afar with firearms or other methods of attack. In this situation, caution is urged, and that was behind the residential area. It's basically telling you that this mine's about and you got to be careful. Written orders. To Tommy Nelson, it's come to our attention that the cargo dock under your command was used for the disposal of that experiment. We must ensure that the information is not leaked. Commander Rodriguez of the 2nd USS Division has been revealed as the ringleader, and his authority has been stripped as of today. You are hereby assigned the duty of finding responsible parties. Do not fail. Our information is sketchy, but someone has helped Rodriguez and his conspirators escape. Explore all possible leaks, his family, children in the neighborhood, etc. Of course, you are sworn to absolute secrecy. This company does not tolerate those who spoil its reputation. If you want to wake up in the morning, I suggest that you do as you're told and do it well. And that was B. Roswell, and that was on the rooftop of the urban area. And I think that's where you fight the tyrant thing and not escape the city. So that has been it for today. I didn't expect that to go on for an hour. That felt longer. Thursday will be Survivor. That's definitely going to be a shorter video. I know that because the game is short as shit. About an hour long, really. Speed run, it's like 20 minutes. Hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time.